everybody. How's everybody doing today? It's Miss Sharon with Story Time. I have my friend Riley here. Can you say hi? That's about as good as it gets, folks. I hope everybody's enjoying these last few days of summer before school starts next week or the week after, whatever, in whatever capacity that you are going back in. I hope everything runs smooth and we get back to normal as soon as possible. But time will tell. So we have a cool story today. It's about our rainbow fish. We also had a story last week about the rainbow fish, and this is the sequel. This story has a whale in it, right? The rainbow fish and the big blue whale. But first we're going to go over our supplies. We have our, what color paint? Blue paint, our paper plate, and I have some, scissors, stapler, glue, and an eyeball. Oh, and I also have this is a water spout and a tail. So we're going to make a whale today, just in case you weren't sure. So let's get to our story, okay? The Rainbow Fish and the Big Blue Whale by Marcus Pfister. So there's our rainbow fish, and here's the whale, if you can tell. And there's this tiny little eye. There he is. Rainbow fish and the big blue whale. A long way out in the deep blue sea, Rainbow Fish and his friends swam happily through the reef. Each of them had one glittering silver scale, except for one little striped fish, but he belonged to the group anyway. So remember, last week in our story, the Rainbow Fish gave all of his friends one scale. So now they all have one. When the fish were hungry, they ate tiny krill. They seemed to be endless supplies of the delicious shrimp. Krill are tiny little shrimps. Rainbow Fish only needed to glide gently through the water with his mouth open to catch as many as he wanted. It was a wonderful life. So that's how he ate. See, these are krill. And he just swam and opened his mouth and all the fish went inside. One day, a gentle old whale swam by the reef and decided to stay. He liked the spot since he too ate krill, and they were so plentiful. And he enjoyed being around the glittering fish. Often he drifted along, watching them for hours, admiring their beautiful silvery scales. Look, so here's the big whale. He eats krill too. Some whale eat krill. They don't always eat fish and seals and stuff. Before long, the fish with the jagged fins noticed the whales watching them. Look, why is he looking at us like that? He was in a particularly bad mood that day. See how he's staring at us? Who knows what he's thinking? I wonder what that whale is thinking about. After all that, the fish grew more and more suspicious of the whale. Look at that giant mouth, said one. Soon the krill will be all gone. He's going to eat them all. Rainbow Fish began to worry. Until now, the fish had always been able to eat their fill. What if the whale did eat all of the krill? And what did he keep staring at them for? Was he planning to eat them too? Do you think he's going to eat the other fish? You think so? I hope not. One day, the whale swam quite near the school of glittering fish. Panicked, the fish with the jagged fins sounded the alarm. Watch out! The wicked whale is after us! When the whale heard that, he was hurt at first, but soon he grew angry. I'll show them, he thought. I'll teach them a lesson. Soon the great blue whale shot into the middle of the school and lashed out with his gigantic tail, sweeping the sparkling fish in all directions. Look, he hit them with his tail. Uh-oh. The terrified fish fled, racing towards a crack in the reef for safety. But the whale didn't leave them alone. Look, he followed the rainbow fish and his friends all the way back to their cave. I wonder why he's following them. Right here. They're in the cave. Wonder why he's following them. The blue whale swam back and forth, casting sinister glances at the little fish. See, they're in the cave and he's swimming back and forth. They were trapped. I told you that whale was dangerous, said the fish with the jagged fin. We have to watch out for him. After a while, the whale calmed down. He made one last pass and then disappeared behind the reef.
Where did the whale go?
Well, I don't know. There he is over there. Nervous but driven by hunger, the fish cautiously left the cave and swam off in search of food. But the battle with the whale had left its mark. All the krill had been driven off. There's no more krill left for them to eat. This is silly, said Rainbow Fish. Before we all played happily in the sea, now we have to hide in terror in our cave. Before there was always enough food for everyone. Now we have nothing. We must make peace with the whale. So the Rainbow Fish is going to try to go talk to the whale, see if they can be friends. Think they can be friends? Yeah, I think so. The other fish were all too afraid to approach the whale. It was up to the Rainbow Fish. The whale stared at the Rainbow Fish suspiciously. Please, can we talk, said the Rainbow Fish. This fight was a big mistake. It drove off all the krill and now we're hungry. The two talked for a long time. The whale told the Rainbow Fish that he was hurt and angry at their mean words. I never meant to harm you, said the whale. I just wanted to scare you a little bit. Rainbow Fish was ashamed. I'm sorry, but when we saw you watching us all the time, we were afraid that you were going to eat us. The whale looked surprised. I was only watching you because your shiny scales are so pretty. And they both laughed. Come on, said the whale, let's find some new hunting ground. So they talked about it and now they're friends, right? That's a good thing. So Rainbow Fish and his friends, protected by their new friend, the big blue whale, swam off together in search of a new home, rich with krill. And before long, none of them could remember even what they were fighting about. So are they friends now? Sure. Just drop the brush. So are they friends now? Look, are they swimming together? Yep, they're all friends. And that's the end. That was a cute story. So all you have to do is talk about your differences and become friends, right? Are you ready to paint? Okay, so Riley is going to paint her paper plate. What color? Blue. I have one that's already painted, so while you're working on yours, I'll tell about mine. All right, go ahead. Got to paint the whole plate. Hold it with the other hand, that's it. So I have already painted my paper plate and it's all dry. So what we're going to do, we are going to make the big blue whale. So we are going to take our scissors, make sure you have a grown-up with you and be very careful. And we're just going to cut the bottom part of our plate. Okay, so this is the bottom part and this is the top part. So I'm going to put his eye on. And these big blue whales have tiny little eyes. Yep, you're done? Okay, just put the brush down. Okay, can you put the eyeball right on the glue? Oop, just push it on there. Here's a paper towel for your finger. Good job. All right, and I forgot my marker, but I do have a pen someplace. There we go. All right, so whales, when they go under the water, they breathe their air and the water spouts out of their blowhole, they call it. So we're going to give our whale a little blowhole here with the water coming out. See him? We're going to staple that on. And then this is going to be part of his tail. I think it goes this way. And they also have big tails. Just like in the story, right? He swished all the fish with his big tail. And this is going to be the bottom part of his tail. Okay. Yes. Yep. And then we're going to give him a little smiley face. I hope you can see that because I forgot my marker. So there's our big blue whale. See him? Isn't he so cute? So I hope you guys enjoyed our story. I think this is going to be our last story about the ocean and our summer stories because the next time we get together, we're going to be in a new month called September. And then we're going to have a new season after that, and it's going to be fall. So we're going to start talking about fall things. So I hope everyone has a great week. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next week. Can you say bye? Bye-bye.